Paramount Skydance has launched a $108 billion US hostile bid for Warner Brothers after Netflix made news last week with its own bid for about $83 billion. Here to talk more about that is Julian Klymochko, CEO of Accelerate Fintech. Julian, thanks as always for joining us.
Hi, Roger. Thanks for having me. Happy Merger Monday.
I was going to say things just got interesting, but I think they actually got more interesting. What's driving this, do you think?
Well, before this momentous hostile takeover was announced this morning, 2025 was really gearing up as the year of the mega deal, while markets in the merger and acquisition environment got off to a rocky start in 2025 with the new Trump administration. It's certainly turning out to be a make M&A great again type dynamic where you've seen a massive surge in mergers and mega deals, particularly in the United States. And this historic takeover battle for Warner Bros. Discovery is kind of the final end to what's shaping up to be a record year for deals.
And what do you think is driving this battle? Is it there just hasn't been much?
Well, several things. So markets have stabilized and boards of directors and executives are clearly very confident in the economic future. There's a deregulatory push that the Trump administration is implementing. Capital is flowing freely. The debt capital markets are fully open, as are equity capital markets. So raising capital for M&A seems readily available. And certainly with this deal, tens of billions of dollars are going to be needed. So it's a mix of equity markets doing well, debt capital markets open, financing available, and a regulatory regime that allows M&A to be struck. And it's to be seen whether these deals will be allowed from a regulatory perspective.
Which one do you think would be more likely to get through with fewer problems?
So this takeover battle for Warner Bros. Discovery is unique because Netflix, which has a friendly deal that they struck just one business day ago on Friday, they have an upper hand from a financing perspective and the ability to close this deal from an operating standpoint, just due to their scale and their size. However, from an antitrust perspective, Netflix's acquisition presents quite the challenge. I believe that since their pro forma market share in streaming will be 30 to 40%, a level in which the Department of Justice will certainly take a close look, and in my opinion, will likely challenge the deal, sue to block it in court. So the Netflix bid faces pretty significant antitrust risks. On the other hand, the Paramount Skydance deal, you got to remember, this is an acquirer that's trying to buy a target that's nearly 4 times their size. It's a minnow swallowing a whale dynamic. And whenever you have that size differential, we're talking about the largest hostile takeover of all time, $108 billion, largest of all time by a long shot. In addition, the largest leverage buyout of all time. So with that comes financing risks and execution risks. And I think closing a $108 billion deal, or perhaps even going higher, because these two are now in a bidding war, that will be proven difficult for both parties.
And is this bidding war worth it to them? Who wins? Do filmgoers win? Does the average person win if Paramount gets it, or does the average person do better if it's the streaming that takes it over?
Well, this deal touches a lot of people. I think that Hollywood, specifically movie producers, everyone in the entertainment industry seems quite concerned about Netflix acquiring Warner Bros. Discovery, because that has big implications for the box office and the movie theater business. Meanwhile, Skydance, they will probably be more friendly to Hollywood and the box office. So that's one of the strategic implications of their deal. And then from a consumer's perspective, there's not a lot of streaming services out there. Typically, people are looking at Netflix, Amazon, Disney, or HBO. And so if Netflix acquires HBO as part of this Warner Bros. Discovery deal, there's not a lot of additional choice for viewers and consumers for their streaming needs. So there's concern that the pro forma entity, if Netflix were to win this transaction, would be too great and they would have significant market power to further increase their prices. Now, Roger, I don't know if you're a Netflix subscriber, but I've seen my Netflix bill go up and up and up over the years.
Yeah, I think we've seen all of them go up over the last while. We're going to have to wrap it up there. And just Netflix is down today. Paramount is actually up with all this news that's going on. But Julian, thanks as always for joining us.
Thanks, Roger. Happy to be here.
Julian Klymochko is CEO of Accelerate Fintech.